Starting July 1st, new voting laws are set to go into effect. Nationwide, nearly 400 restrictive voting bills have been introduced, 48 states. We've been talking a lot about this. According to the Brennan Center for Justice, 22 of those bills have been signed into law in just 14 of those states. So a lot is at stake. Former Georgia gubernatorial candidate and voting rights activist and expert Stacey Abrams joined our very own Charles Blow last night to discuss the ways the American people can fight back against these Jim Crow laws.
We need to remember that Mitch McConnell does not speak for America. He is proof of why the urgency is here, because the argument has been, well, we don't need to take action because there is no threat. Now we are seeing the threat. His argument now is, well, this shouldn't solve the threat because the threat isn't real. But when you have laws that would fine election workers up to $25,000 for technical infractions, usually created by poorly written laws, when you make it illegal in the state of Georgia to provide water and food to someone standing in line for 8 hours. In the state of Texas, when you are willing to overturn an election without proof of fraud, then our democracy is under attack. And so we have to stop focusing on single actors and focus on systems. And that is that the U.S. Senate answers to Americans, and we need to lift up our voices. But we also need to recognize that legislation takes time, and this is going to be a war of attrition. We're going to have to keep fighting, keep pushing, because the insurrectionists did not leave. They simply scattered to their states, and they're repeating their behavior in the state legislatures to try to undo not just elections, but the fundamentals of our democracy.
As you have put it, the fundamentals of democracy are under threat by these laws. Taking that, do you believe that the Biden administration is doing everything that it can to fight this?
I believe that the Biden administration is absolutely committed to responding to the state laws and addressing the future needs of having laws on the books at the federal level. So we have to look at what Attorney General Merrick Garland announced last week, which is a robust investment and improvement of the Voting Rights Division, which was unfortunately decimated under the prior administration. We are watching as Kamala Harris, our vice president, takes up the mantle of voting rights. We are watching Congress continue to move forward, regardless of all the think pieces that declare this to be a dead and done deal. We are watching Congress continue to move forward. We are watching the Senate continue to take up the conversation of the For the People Act, and we're watching the House do the work of building the record for the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act.
Now,
love
you know
Stacey
what, Mike?
Abrams.
Every time, I love her too. Every time she talks, I'm glued. You know what I mean? It's like mesmerizing. It really is. But there's one word that she said, I tried to count it, but I lost track. She said it so many times. And do you know what that one word is? And I love it because she's so classy, a beautiful queen. There is no one with more education, experience, and determination. But that one word, boy, that's like, it's like raise that fist in the air. Watching. She's watching Congress, watching the administration, watching Merrick Garland, watching Kamala, watching. And that is like saying, we're watching, yes, take it to the federal level, but we're watching you. Trust but verify.
Yeah. Well,
okay. One thing you can agree with, Ronnie Ray.
Yep. We gotta, you know what? I love watching, that's great, but I want action too. I want something done. I mean, we can talk about it, we can complain about it, we can watch all we want to, but at the same time, something needs to be done. Something has to happen. I don't know what that is, but we need to figure that out because she said that Mitch McConnell doesn't speak for us. He doesn't. He doesn't speak for black and brown people. He speaks for the insurrectionists. And she also mentioned that the insurrectionists didn't go away. They just went right back to their communities. They're the constituents that the GOP is speaking for, and this is the reason why that they're trying to suppress the vote, because they want to stay in power, because they want to continue to have the power in those communities. That is the issue that we're having, and I wish we would really stop focusing on, you know, the food and water is one thing, Sharon. Look, you know, nobody wants to stand in line for 7 to 8 hours without food and water. Nobody wants to be forced to get IDs, and when you really haven't had IDs in the past or whatever. But you know what? That's part of it. As Del Walters told us, they're not stopping us from voting. They're making it harder for us to vote. The thing we need to focus on when it comes to these voter suppression laws is what's happening in Georgia. What she talked about in Texas is when Fulton County, Cobb County in Georgia can certify a vote, when they can have their voters come out and black and brown people come out and they make a difference in the election like we saw in Georgia in 2020. The reason why it turned blue is because Fulton County came out, Cobb County came out, and all the black and brown people came out to vote for the senators there. That's the reason why it turned blue. The reason why Joe Biden was the president and won Georgia in 2020 is because the black and brown people came out. The problem I have is that now, because of this new voter restriction law, they can turn around and basically say, we don't like what you're doing in Fulton and Cobb County. And we can basically dispute that, and we can try and take away your votes. So that goes back to what we've been talking about before. When black people talk about my vote doesn't count, that right there will give those people justification to say my vote doesn't count. That if you can go out there and people are doing it the right way with the right ID, they're going to the right precincts, they're voting the right way, and then all of a sudden, because you don't like the results, the state, which is run by a lot of these Republicans, can come in and say, you know what? We didn't like that. We're going to take away those 13,000 votes that President Trump was asking for, 11,000, whatever he's asking for, and basically say, hey, we're going to find those, we're going to take those, we're going to throw those out, and we're going to make this a red state once again. That is what we need to be focused on instead of all the IDs and the water and the food or whatever. That's the most dangerous part of all these resolutions, these bills that the Republicans are trying to pass. So focus on that and stop watching and let's do something about it.
Right. You're absolutely right. But I think when she says watching, she's saying, I'm going to step in. You better push these measures through, or I'm going to step in, administration. But that's just why I'm pleading with my white friends in the media. Stop propping up people like Gabe Sterling, Brad Raffensperger. These aren't heroes. Because they dipped out of the lie at the last possible moment, now that their house is on fire and their families are under threat, their friends too. They're not heroes. They're actually on the other side of being attacked by the insurrectionists and the Trumpers. They're actually supporting these measures. They're actually part of the theft. They're part of the theft team. So you're absolutely right. I want it all, but since we only have so much bandwidth, meet my demands. Meet our demands. Because we will not accept less. We are demanding this. And I think that's key. We're not asking. We're demanding it now. And I think that Queen Stacey Abrams, on with our King Charles Blow in prime, that's exactly what she's saying. She says it more eloquently than I am, and her fist wasn't raised. But she said it, okay? Better meet our demands.